Okay, you guys want to fill me in? Why do I feel like I was blindsided out there?
Because you were. Look, but that's okay, all right? It's the last trick Othello's got up his sleeve.
Yo, fam, he's really gonna offer 3 first-round draft picks on top of me. For Shep? I mean, is Philly even gonna sign off on that?
It's unclear.
There's more support for the trade on social than I would like to see.
What does that mean?
I say it's about a 50-50 split at this point.
Good thing Social isn't in charge of the roster.
Well, it's...
Look, it still wouldn't hurt to fight that battle, son.
Okay, but we've already talked about this. We're not gonna fight this fight in the press.
I'm not talking press. I'm talking about on the court. Look, Othello put his cards on the table. It's you versus Shep now.
Okay, hasn't it always been?
Yeah, but never this directly. Look, you've got an opportunity to put this thing to bed once and for all. All you've got to do is outperform Shep. Boya hasn't pulled the trigger yet, which means he's still not sold. But there's a microscope on you two now. Look, if you go out there and you whoop Shep's behind on the stat sheet, there's no way Phil will trade you.
Rick,
Look, how could he?
Rick, you know I'm not about the stats, man. I've never been about that.
But you are about this city. I know you're a team-first guy on P, but I don't see anything wrong with calling your number a little more than usual if it's going to get you to stay. You can't win a ring in this city if Othello trades you.
So it's me versus Shep.
It's you versus Shep, babe.
You got to end this, MP. Once and for all.
And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Miles Turner out there with Smith. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, the small forward.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Indiana shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
At the line for the Pacers, Jalen Smith, 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton, Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Smith up top. Indiana moving it around. Passes it to Halliburton. And stolen by MP. And there's Grant on the assist by MP.
What I love about Jeremy Grant is he has no trouble taking contact and shooting over people.
Shoots from 8. Halliburton, that's good.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the dunk by MP.
Well, Damian Lillard is such an intelligent playmaker. He sees an opening and dishes the ball.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. You have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Great update, David. Thanks. It'll be fascinating, Greg, to watch them try to slow down these shooters.
No question. That's the focus defensively. But then, on the offensive end, they have to get production of their own.
The way this league is going, you have to play great defense and you have to score to keep up.
Now, here's MP. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. In the corner, Winslow with it. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Justice
You're
Winslow.
going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Duarte. Last game out, he had 14. Some solid defense from Grant.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Second chance shot. The shot by Watford, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. A skillful move there by Mathurin against the contact, somehow finding a way to get the shot to fall.
And Greg, you watch Mathurin. He is built to score at this NBA level.
Excellent spot-up shooter. He plays above the rim, and once he gets more comfortable scoring off the bounce, watch out.
And that one misses.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that crew.
Pacers trail by 3. Fires the 3. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Kicks it out to MP. Inside, Turner with the steal. Pass to Mathurin. Halliburton outside. To the inside. Here's Turner, poked loose, and stolen by MP. An even 3-on-3 break. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they have shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for MP. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Duarte. Here's Turner. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And mid-range, a little outside Turner's comfort zone, but he gets it to go with focus on that one.
And MP throws it down.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Burkett just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Mathurin. The Blazers getting the bucket. And there's the pass to Duarte. Indiana moving it around. Here's Mathurin. 5 points in the game. Just 3 to shoot. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it.
Pacers foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty
Second
clearly.
personal foul.
And guys, let's get your
Second
take
team
on the
foul.
hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
At the line.
The way they've been going after
Brendan
steals in
Watford.
this game, it has
At the
been
line for two.
super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
First free throw is good. Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 3. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Portland ball.
Trailblazers leading by 3. And Lillard kicks to MP. Back to Lillard. Over Halliburton. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Here's Duarte. The rebound by Watford.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with this offense.
And they pick up 2. Grant's got his second basket of the game.
Good touch from Jeremy Grant, able to get himself inside and get the job done.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now, here's MP. 8 points for him. The shot by Watford, no good. Pacers trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
You know,
most NBA first-round picks are one-and-done guys. But Chris Duarte took a different path, starting his collegiate career in junior college.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. And Greg, when Chris Duarte got drafted in 2021, he was 24 years old.
So how about that, Kevin? The oldest first-round pick in almost 20 years. Duarte showed maturity during his first year. Great defense. Not someone you have to spend a ton of time developing.
Now, here's MP. Defense right on him. Can't get it to fall. Pacers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Outside for Halliburton. Passes it to Nesmith. Pass to Duarte.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Drew. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. 10 points for MP.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Pass to Nesmith. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Watford. Watford's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint, here's Drew, and MP throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Jackson comes in for Jalen Smith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Duarte.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Pacers trail by 7. And the pass to McConnell. And here is Nesmith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
MP against McConnell. Eubanks the pass to Reddish. And MP throws it down.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Halliburton outside. They double him with MP. Pass to Turner. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's McConnell. And it's Portland with the rebound. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
You know what? Every win counts in this league, and both of these teams want every victory they can get.
So it's the Pacers now. The Blazers getting the bucket, and that one good.
Assisted
A
by
beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
MP against McConnell. True. No look there. Miss number 4 in 12 tries.
foul.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
The Pacers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting for
And
Indiana.
typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And Indiana making a change here. Nemhard's checked in. Drew passes to Little. He kicks it to Reddish. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers to the middle. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Pass to Neesmith. Back to McConnell. On the wing, Turner. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
That free throw good from Turner. And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
Hey, Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter, who've had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks, shows you how special Turner's all around being hit.
Now here's Little. Back to MP. The Trailblazers have shot 75% of the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
2 shots.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And both free throws good for MP. Looking at Portland, they took a win in their last game against the Utah Jazz. Here's Nemhard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. It's not going to go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
And Reddish with the slam.
One thing all scouts love about Cam Reddish, for a wing, he has a huge frame that typically bodes well at this level.
Now here's McConnell. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. That's to Neesmith. Now McConnell. Now here's Neesmith. 6 to shoot. Doubled by Drew. Nemhard the pass to Neesmith. No good on the triple. And so MP will bring it up for Portland. 9-point game. Stolen by Jackson. McConnell scanning the floor. Here's Nemhard, covered by MP. Here's Nemhard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here is Neesmith. He lobs it up. And he lays in the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pat to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
McConnell passes to Neesmith. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. He's all alone. Here's Reddish. And that one drops. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's blocked. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers. For Portland. Grant is checked in for Little. Drew comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Lillard no good on the free throw.
Quite the honor last year for Damian Lillard, getting named to the NBA 75th anniversary team.
Greg, it was a well-deserved acknowledgement of his skills. He's a perennial all-star who continues to do astounding things on the floor.
Damian Lillard out there with Drew. Then there's Jeremy Grant. Then it's Reddish. And it's Eubanks in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Grant finds Lillard. The shot, no good. Pacers trail by 15. The pass to McConnell. Outside for Halliburton. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And while you can't get it all back in one possession, just stay after it, keep attacking, and see what happens.
Passes to McConnell. There's the lob to Jackson. Stolen by Grant. On the wing, MP. He's got 25. And then Lillard slams it in.
You expect buckets from Dame, a very efficient shooter.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's McConnell atop the key. Pass to Mathurin. That three off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 17. Here's Drew. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. The Trailblazers have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. As a well-known three-point shooter that you were, Steve, what do you think about how that shot dominates the modern game we watch today?
What I love about Kevin, first of all, it gives you spacing. And you're never out of a game because of the three-point shot. You can get right back into it. And also, at the end of the game,
so it's the Portland Trailblazers.
That's the end of the first half. Your score, your Trailblazers 80, the Pacers 63.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
his activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
On the court for Indiana, the guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Smith is out there with Nesmith, and it's Mathurin in its small forward. Thybulle for 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Mathurin, covered by Winslow. Pass to Duarte. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
And Portland making a change here. Drew's checked in. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Here's Halliburton. Here's Duarte. Those three-pointers off the mark.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Here's Drew. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Trailblazers, taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Back to Halliburton. Off target with his 3. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Portland. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
They get it back. Turner goes up and lays it nice and easy. Turner's got 6.
Effort points by Turner, working hard inside, getting rewarded with some points.
Pacers trail by 16. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Damian Lillard. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for the Pacers, Chris Duarte, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And he can't hit the second. The pass to Mathurin. Fires for 3. They get the rebound. Halliburton outside. Clock at 6. Tries yet again. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
Third team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Pacers, Chris Duarte.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Drew. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture. And we've seen Mathurin become a volume 3-point shooter, which is understandable given these results.
Here's Drew, and MP throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Like we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. Just always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
Nasir Little, he's checked in for Grant. MP outside. Duarte grabs the board. Pacers trail by 12. Smith outside, fires from deep. Portland grabs the miss. MP deciding where to go with it. Little kicks to Lillard. Brings low up top. Back to Lillard. Over Halliburton. And that one is off. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Duarte passes to Mathurin.
Trailblazers foul.
And this is his fourth trip to the free throw line tonight.
15 foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Indiana, Chris Duarte.
And so he makes both from the line. Portland leading by 10. MP right side. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And that's now 37 points for MP. Indiana's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Duarte. Here's Smith. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Personal foul.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
For the Pacers.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Portland.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Free throw good. Smith. Foul timeout called by Portland. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
That was awesome, fans. Join me in thanking. Substitution
Changes for
on the court.
Indiana. Nemhard's checked in, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Pacers with the rebound. Smith's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And stolen by MP for the finish, and the dunk by Grant.
He's a long strider with good speed. It's hard to stay with Jeremy Grant in the open floor.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 6.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. McConnell passes to Mathurin. Out to the wing. Here's Duarte. And it's Portland with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Pacers trail by 8. Here's Nemhard. Passes it to Duarte. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And how about the job he's done at the free throw line?
And the free throw, no good.
You love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half, going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Indiana. Smith against Grant. Now, here's McConnell. T right on him. Over Drew. No good off the back of the rim.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
The Pacers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Pass to Mathurin. There's 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Portland ball. Pacers substitution, Isaiah Jackson.
Here's Drew. He has 40. Takes it inside. Kicks to Winslow. Back to MP. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Portland. Their lead.
Blazers, 104. The Pacers.
Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's see what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about physical.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Grant is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Drew. And it's Watford in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Mathurin. Here's Nembhard. And the foul called on MP. That's it for... And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm.
Unbelievable game, MP.
Let's go.
Playing your tail off out there.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
That trade rumor really lit a fire into you, huh?
Man, all I keep thinking about is being better than Shep. I mean, I am literally obsessed right now.
This team still wants to trade you after this run you're on? I'll resign. No cap.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Really, Coach?
I am serious. You've been that good. I don't want to work for an organization that can't see that.
I hate to break up this little love fest you got going on here, but MP, you're wanted in the press room.
Make sure to let them know. This is your team now.
It's time for you to plead your case. Now, I don't want you to take any questions when you're in there.
Whoa, no questions.
No. Talk about why you've proven that you belong here. All right? You'll never have a better chance than now. Okay. Support for this trade on social, it's dipped below 10%.
So you want to strike while the iron's hot?
Exactly. Speak from the heart. And then
Make
leave.
it sound so easy, though.
It will be. You've got this, MP. It's your time.
I see you, Ash.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? I figured we'd do this thing a little bit different this time. So we're going to hold the questions, and I'm going to just talk to y'all for a little bit. Now, ever since I was drafted, there's been talks about if I belong here or not. You know, first it came from the fans, then it came from the talking heads, and then it came from people within my own organization questioning my skill, my heart, and my leadership. And through all those attacks, I kept my head down. I kept my mouth shut, and I worked to the bone. I did everything that I could to make sure this team wins. I did everything that I could to make sure that people in my community are thriving. And I did everything that I could to make sure the people around me found success. But where does that get me? On the trading block. And for Shep Owens of all people. Someone who I've been outperforming my entire career. This future star you speak about. What does he do better than me? Does he jump high? Run faster? What? Stronger? What? Give me something. But that's cool, because I win games. So my question to you is, what matters more? highlight plays, or championships. Because if you want to talk about a leader, the only person that Shep Owens has led is Shep Owens himself. That is it. He has no idea what it means to be a leader. He has no idea what it means to be a part of a team or a community. He has no idea about any of that. That guy is simply all ego and no heart. I mean, how can I make it more clear that I am exactly what the city needs? I mean, if the tape doesn't do it, and the numbers don't do it, and the people whose lives I've affected positively doesn't do it, what's gonna do it? I mean, the people attacking me, do they even care anymore? Or do they just want to sell you a narrative? But you know what? That's of the past. Because I'm here to stay. So I just need for you guys just to get behind me on this one. Just trust me on this one. I am exactly who you guys need to be leading this team, to be the man of the city. So all I'm asking is just trust me. Because soon enough, you will see. Thank you guys for your time.
How you feeling? You
I
have
feel
any questions before you go on?
good. Nah, no questions. I feel really good. Stan seems super cool. I'm ready for it.
Interesting.
What? What's up?
Looks like Othello is out.
Stop playing.
He just tweeted that.
Hold
He's
on.
out.
Let me.
No.
Give me your phone. Give me
Oh
your phone.
my-
Just give me a sec. Give me a second. Okay. After spending the last 7 years of my NBA career helping build this team the city deserves, blah blah blah, it is with great sadness I announce that I'll be stepping down from my role as general manager effective immediately.
Give me my phone.
Hold on, there's more. It has become clear in recent days that I share a different vision for the future of this franchise than the current leadership
They're
group.
coming. Give me my phone.
And we have mutually decided to part
I've
ways.
told you all of
That's
this. You never take
crazy.
much sleep.
MP, thank you so much for coming. I'm sure you've probably already heard the news by now.
Focus.
You know,
Right?
obviously, we're
Oh, looks like you got what you wanted. Hope you're ready for it. We're gonna be asking you about it.
we're gonna have to cover this. You going to change topics?
That depends, Jocelyn. Are you game to cover Othello's unfortunate departure with a fair and balanced perspective?
You know how this works, Ashley. News happens. Kendrick and JJ react. I mean, I can't tell them what to say.
We both know that Kendrick has a certain agenda when it comes to MP.
With all due respect, you were well aware of Kendrick's views regarding your client before agreeing to this interview. So I guess I'm just trying to figure out what exactly has changed here.
I'm just trying to make sure that you don't railroad my client on national television.
That is not fair. We don't railroad. We don't do
Oh,
gotcha
Wait,
interviews.
hey. Ashley, I appreciate your intensity. I do. But let's just take a breather. I'll answer whatever question you guys got. I have nothing to hide.
Great. You're on in 30.
Wish me luck.
Look, your access to MP is a privilege. It's not a right. Remember that. What is so funny?
Oh, please. You should be paying us for this publicity. Your client just eviscerated his enemy and now gets to brag about it on national television. Pretty sure that's as big as a win as there is. But thank you.
I mean, first off, you're never happy when someone loses their job. I think we all can agree on that. But if you're in charge of a team's roster and you think Shep Owens is gonna win more games than I will, then, I mean, maybe you deserve to lose your job.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that being said, I'm sure Othello's gonna land on his feet. He's smart, savvy, he's a good guy. But I feel like he was planning his exit for a while now. I mean, based off his behavior, it seemed like he was trying to get fired.
Wow. Hot take.
MP, you know and the world know I'm one of Shep's biggest fans.
Yeah, and one of my biggest haters, too.
Oh, slow down. I'm not a hater. I just call it like I see it. And right now, the way I see it, I gotta eat a little crow. Cause you got a mean streak in you, boy. You got that killer instinct that, quite frankly, I ain't think you had.
I mean, thank you, but is there a question in there?
Yeah. Where's this version of MP been hiding?
You know, fellas, I'm not really one of those people that just have to tell everybody what I'm about. I'm just about it. So if you missed it, you know, I don't know what to say. Pay close attention next time, I guess.
And speaking of Killer Instinct, the reason we originally asked you on the show was to talk about the legendary press conference you just gave. Can you tell us a little bit about that? How you decided that it was time to speak up for yourself so publicly?
Yo, I'm the kind of guy that doesn't usually like to put myself in the spotlight. You know, like that's always been me. But giving the rumors, the innuendos, all the stuff, man, I decided that now is the time to really put it to rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for me, more so, but for my teammates. Because, like, ever since draft night, like, I was sick of it. And quite frankly, they were sick of it as well. You know, I tried to do everything that I could to quiet all the questions around me, my game, and to try to just focus on the game on the court. But apparently that wasn't enough, so quite frankly, I just had to do what needed to be done.
You certainly did, and now you'll be leading the city into the future as the unquestioned cornerstone of that franchise. MP, thank you for coming by.
Oh, man, anytime, man.
All right.
Appreciate it. Come on, Perk, bring it in.
Oh, look
I
at
know
that.
you
I
always
wasn't
hating, but come on.
expecting that. I wasn't
I mean, cool
expecting
now,
that.
bro. You cool now.
Man, yeah, we all right, man. We all
That's
right.
my
It's a
guy,
lot
man.
of pressure on you.
There he is, boys. Face of the franchise.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Way to step up.
I got you.
I just got a request from Top Takes Daily. They want to have you on to talk about that epic rant.
Okay, so it played well.
Oh, yeah. Social is buzzing. They're calling it your superstar moment.
Okay, that sounds good.
It's very good. And Top Takes Daily is just going to amplify your message. I'd say the chances of you getting traded at this point are between, I don't know, 0 and 2%.
So it's still possible.
Well, yeah, anything is possible, but I'll take the 98% odds. This is great. You should shower before you get to that studio, because it's overwhelming. Go. Meet me at the studio. Get dressed, go, shower, thoroughly. Come on.